There's nobody here yet, but if you are happening to stumble upon this, let me know if you can hear and see me. No real agenda for today, but we're going to hang out for a little while. And basically, I just wanted to keep my streak of daily live streams alive. So, yeah, say hello if you're here so I know I'm not talking to myself. And we will give away some merch once some folks show up. If some folks show up, this looks like it might have been a bad idea, and that's okay. Yeah. Siddhartha Sati on Instagram, the Force Pictures on Instagram. CJ Maths says hello. Hello, CJ. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay. If we get a few folks on, we will give away some merch because I did promise that. And then I'll just cover whatever you like. And then I'll probably just go back to the rest of my holiday and get some more ads cranking and stuff like that. So, how's everyone doing today? All 5 of you that are here. Yash says it's 4:30 a.m. Am I early or I haven't slept yet? I don't know. My guess is that you haven't slept. I am going to have to go to bed early because I just realized that the time is going to be different here because I'm on the east or the west coast now for the first time, and I got to be up early to be here to hang out with everybody. So this might be a short one because ain't nobody here. You. That said, I know a lot of people are online, so all right. Well, I'm going to give this maybe 10 minutes before we abandon it. Aaron says he is here and ready to go. Aaron has released a course on Legit 2 days ago, and it's absolutely slaying so far. Let's see how many he's sold. He has sold 22 courses worth $6,432.66, all in about 3 days, 2 days, something like that. All from just a couple of Facebook posts. Maruf says Thanksgiving. Yes, sir. What does this button do? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Crazy numbers on what? Oh, on Aaron? Yeah, absolutely. That's what happens when you make something people want and you tell them about it. Let's see what this does. Right. Well, probably got this in a little late in the day. I should have done this around noon. Then again, I figure everybody was having a Thanksgiving dinner, so we'll probably give this another 5 minutes or so, and if nobody else shows up, we'll just call it. Jacqueline, hello, Jacqueline, says, hi, Chris. Happy Thanksgiving Day to you and all the U.S. people on here. Well, I thank you. I from the little bit of people I can see on right now, there aren't any other U.S. people here unless CJ is one. But I know Aaron is Canadian and Maruf is Bangladesh, and Yash is India. So there may not be any Americans on at the moment, but we all appreciate it. Let's see. All right, we have been here for 6 minutes. I'm going to do a giveaway for the folks that are here because you're here and I appreciate you. Alexis on Instagram. Happy Thanksgiving, Chris, and to the legit community, to you as well, Alexis. It doesn't let me put the Instagram comments on the screen, but that's okay. All right, we're going to do a giveaway because I promised I would. And then if nobody else is here, we're starting to pick up a few folks. And then we'll I don't know, maybe it'll be a short one today. Mostly I just wanted to keep my commitment to show up daily. All right, so let's go stream giveaway. Thanksgiving. Expert Launch says hello from Japan. Hello, Expert Launch. Did you got the question in AMA? No, I'll take a look. Who's cooking your turkey since you're out there by yourself? Who said I was by myself? I mean, I am at the moment, but who said I was by myself all day? Instagram hates me as well. All right, so we're going to give away a piece of legit merch. Pretty sure everybody that's here knows how this works. If you don't, let me know. But, look at this Aztec looking one. That's pretty badass. But anyway, the term for today is obviously going to be Thanksgiving. So type Thanksgiving in the chat, and we'll let that go for about 5 minutes, and then we'll choose a winner, and the winner will get some legit merch to be thankful for. What you may not be thankful for is all the massive amounts of attention this gets you, IRL. I'm going to try and find turkey. KFC will have to be a substitute here. I don't think Thanksgiving is a thing here. No, Thanksgiving is an American holiday. So I would be very surprised if it was in Japan. I've only ever been to the airport in Japan, so I'm a little bit envious. Peter, what's up, Peter? Justin says, thank you, brother. Thank you right back, my friend. Bailey. Hello, Bailey. Rowan. Hello, Rowan. Rankmore. Hello, Rankmore. Now we're starting to get a few folks on. Bilal. Hello, Bilal. How'd you get on when you were in London? I enjoyed London. I got to hang out with Keith Hawkins and Barry Page and Freddie Edmonds. And it was a great time. And Craig Griffiths. It was a great time. It was a great event there. It's an interesting city. Every building there, the architecture is what stood out to me the most. Every building there looks like it's super important because it's all like Masonic, and you can tell like the influence that it had on Washington, D.C. and stuff like that. Well, that was what stood out for me the most. But yeah, it was a good time. That was back in June, so it's been almost 6 months. Man, time flies when you're selling price. That can't be right. Something is not working right here. Thanksgiving. Because there's definitely more than 3 people that have said Thanksgiving. So let me try this again. There we go. Tala. Hey, Cal. Hey, a few people starting to show up now. Justin Daoud. All right, we got, I don't know, 2 minutes or so. What made you choose India over Pakistan in your recent visit to India? I got invited to speak at an event in India. I didn't really choose it. The buildings aren't that old because of the Great Fire of London in 1666. Most of the buildings were destroyed. 1666 is still a lot older than all of America. So to me, they seem old. Chester. How's it going, Chester? Amit, who I'll be seeing in a few weeks. And there's some sirens, so at least some things are normal. Thanksgiving. Jamie's Fact Feast. Hello, Jamie's Fact Feast. You know what I'm thankful for is having all of you to support and hang out with me today and all year long. So that's something I will always appreciate and never take for granted. So while we got a minute, just thank you all for everything you've done for my customers and my employees and for me and my businesses over the years. So thank you for that. I'm thankful for that every day, of course, but today we specifically give thanks, and I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that to you. So thank you all. Hasib, seems like lots of people are moving to Vegas at the moment. Do you like living there? Yeah, I love it here. I wish I'd moved years sooner. It's the second best thing I ever did after the businesses. Dizzling SEO. Hello, Dizzling SEO. Justin says, much appreciated. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you too. All right, less than a minute remaining. These days, I'm seeing more AI videos all over the internet, but I personally can identify it's AI video and not real. So, in the near future, AI videos be a trend. I mean, brands have involved. I don't know why it's bad. I get what you're saying. Like, I can usually tell too, but I don't know that that's a problem. You're welcome, Chris. I'm thankful for you and legit as well. Why, thank you, Jacqueline. That means a lot to me. I appreciate that. It helps when you help legit. You help a lot of people. You have 50 employees and thousands of customers and tens of thousands of freelancers, all who make some or all of their living through it. So you're not just buying a service; you're giving somebody the gift of a life and improving their life. So just keep that in mind. That when you support me or any business, really, you really are supporting a lot of people and you're doing a lot for them. So I think that's something that gets lost both as a consumer and a business. And it's important that we remember that. So thank you. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes because people are starting to show up a little bit more. That's really nice. You're doing great things with your business. Wishing you the best in the year ahead. You are as well. I know you do a lot for animals and a lot of other things. So thank you for saying that. And thank you for your contributions to making the world a better place. If we all focused on that a little bit more, I think we'd all be a little bit better off. So, Liam Hall. Hello, Liam. I don't know. I guess I'm feeling a little sentimental today. Yash says, we appreciate your trust, bro. Well, I appreciate yours as well. All right, let's go ahead and call it. Trying to see if anybody's going to slide in there and get us up to 25, but it doesn't look like it. We'll focus more on that now that Rocky is better. Oh, he had a successful. I'm really happy to hear that. I know that that's something you've put a lot of time and effort into. So happy for Rocky. Let's see if we can get one more and get it up to 25. Anybody? Give it a few more seconds. So if you're in Japan, that means it's already tomorrow. don't know if Japan's in the same time zone. They're probably like 10-hour, well, probably about 12 hours ahead of Vegas. So it must be around 3 a.m. there. Doesn't look like we're getting to 25, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. And the winner of Thanksgiving legit merch is Yash. You know what, Yash, you can always get some free merch. So if you need some more, let me know. But I am going to go ahead and draw again. Where? Well, maybe I'm not. Why is this acting up today? All right, we're gonna choose another one because Josh works here. Expert launch. Congratulations, expert launch. That makes my day. So, yeah, expert launch. I'm sorry, I can't remember your real name. I recognize your picture. I recognize your dog story and everything, but I'm sorry, your real name is escaping me at the moment. But congratulations, my friend. What you're going to do is go over to shop.legit.com and choose whatever piece of merch you would like. And then what you're going to do, Boris, thank you. It would have come to me eventually. And I won't forget it now. So then you're going to go over to a legit Prime. It's just legit, but I like calling things Prime. And you're going to message into support. And you're going to click customer support. And then you're going to click send us a message. And then you're going to tell them that you won. Tell them what piece of merchandise you would like. If it's a clothing item, tell them your size. And then tell them your mailing address. And they will send that out to you as soon as possible. It's print on demand, so it may take a little while, especially if it's going to Japan, but it will be there. So thank you. Tala says, I've been following for you a long time and really how you built legit into such a solid platform. The goal is also to build something where other people can work and grow just like you did. Now with AI making things easier than before, curious if you were only earning $3,000 per month today, what would your approach be? What steps would you take to scale up again? I would identify, well, first of all, I would make sure I had enough money to live on. And then once I have that covered, I would figure out exactly what it is that I want to do and how much money it was going to take and what things were going to be necessary. And then I would just figure out what one I could do right away to get me closer to that. And then right away to get me closer to that. And then just keep iterating that until I got there. Appreciate it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Let me see the AMA over here. Ask me anything. How do I see how the fuck does this work? Yeah, I don't know how that works. That seems like pretty fucking useless, actually. Oh, well. There's definitely more than 3 watching. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to ask everyone to do me a favor. I'm going to put it on the screen here. My position keeps going up and down in this contest that I'm in. So if you'd like to help me out, can you do me a favor and Google let's just do referral traffic. Click the link that I'm going to put in the chat and it'll take you to this website here. Do the entire thing, watch the video, and then let me know when it's done. It'll help me win a contest where if I win, I'm going to give all the cash winnings to charity. I'll show you. I think I'm in first place, but I haven't checked it out today. No, I've dropped down to third. So yeah, if you could give me some referral traffic to Flumberico.io, that would help me out a lot. But until then, if you have any questions on any topic, let me know. Need to watch the video right now. Yeah, if you don't mind. I mean, it's not really a video as such. It's literally just that picture for 5 seconds. Thank you, Expert Launch. By the way, if you'd like to pay me some money, my Black Friday deals on Legit are now live. We got some really good shit this year, up to 75% off. The coupon code is Black Friday. The percentage on each is both in the description and in the thumbnail. And I gave my whole profile a glow up, as the kids, excuse me, as the kids say. So you can do that. And then you can also find all the Black Friday deals anywhere on Legit on this little pop out here, pop up, pop out. I'm not sure what the, and you can see we've got some as high as, that can't be right. As 90% off, which is just fantastic. Thank you, everyone. So, and you can sort this however you want. You can do biggest percentage. You can do biggest money savings. You can see this one is $550 off. You can do most popular. So you can see there's some great deals there. You can do it by most limited edition or expiring the soonest. Interesting. So lots of great deals there. There's also a blog post you can check out if you want. Just go to the blog, which where? That's interesting. There's like no way to get to our blog. I'm gonna have to, except for right there. Yeah, this post will have them all in like text format. So that's another way you can go about it. Yeah, so check that out. Let me see if I miss any questions on Instagram. No, not surprisingly, I have not. Amit, who has been relentless this week, and I mean that as a compliment, because it's not always been your strength, my friend. But you can check out Legit Amit at legit.com/rankzenith. And he's got a few deals. 50% off all services with BF 2025. And you get 80% off the audit service with coupon free day. So check him out. Anybody else wants to show off their services, I will be happy to do so. It's not a ton of people on, but it'll get you in front of, a handful of extra audience. Shannon says, I'm late, but I'm here. You're not late. You're just fashionably on time, or whatever that cliche is. My post about Paris Hilton is doing numbers. I made $200 for posting on Facebook yesterday. If I can keep that pace up, that'll be $6,000 a month. That's more than a lot of people's agencies make. All for writing Facebook posts that I find interesting anyway. You're a bit late on that, Afnon. I wonder if there is a way in StreamYard to do Q&A. Could have swore there was. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, well. But yeah, I would appreciate it if you would buy things from me, because I want money. I know I'm supposed to pretend that I don't, but, I'm a troublemaker. Also, I just like the look of my new thumbnails. So, but like I say, this is just today's stream was just for me to hang out and say thank you and keep my Do you have any training discussion on um getting monetized? I think is pretty random, but how you post on Facebook. Yeah, so I don't know how to get monetized. They just offered it to me one day. I think it's pretty easy though, but I have a specific post format and I'll bring it over here. And I know some people find it annoying, but I have a specific post format that is doing very, very well for me. Uh, and it just revolves around these stories that are doing real well. And what I can do is maybe I'll do that sometime soon. But basically, the format is I'll walk you through the format of a post, and then we'll go and I'll probably release a training on this soon. A shocking hook. Just this is the most important part. This first line is a shocking hook. Numbers in it help. Controversy in it helps, and fighting back helps. This post is doing well because a lot of people are gonna. She's a controversial figure in general, but it also she's got an interesting story. But another thing about this one that is doing well is because a lot of people want to comment and say that she had advantages and things like that. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't really care, but it gets engagement. Even this picture is kind of provocative, which by the way was not real. This was edited. But oops. So there's a lot more that goes into it. I've been testing lots of different variables, but that's kind of it. So I'll go into it in depth sometime soon. I already added a question in my YouTube. I don't know how to find it. Let me see. If anybody sees it and I'm just being dumb, please speak up, but I don't see where the questions are. Q&A. Oh, I know what I need to do. Well, questions. I don't see it. Your legit profile looks very dashing. Why, thank you. Are these investigate? No, what they are is they're entrepreneur stories for the most part about how someone overcame odds that were against them and how they did it, and then tries to motivate people to think big and do the same themselves. So that's those. Like to learn about that process? Yeah, okay. I had been talking about doing a launch with someone on a product on it. I haven't really heard from him, but if I don't, I'm probably just going to do it myself once we get through this weekend. So, yeah. Because I have had quite a few people ask me about that. Where did it go? Yeah, anybody, I don't see any questions. So either Yash is lying or I just can't figure it out. Thank you, Chris, for everything you do for everyone. Well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you for your support for all these years. In fact, let's take a look at Aaron. Sauna Man. So this, where is it? This is the course that he launched. I believe I know he's got a discount. I don't know what the code is. Looks like yeah, you can get this course. Ranking Rocket SEO Neo training. SEO Neo is a great software. Look at this sexy ass landing page. I'm impressed. Coupon code 50% off BF 50. Thank you for making a coupon code that makes sense. Some freelancers will be like X9Q exclamation point 3X as their coupon code. How do you find a partner, and what's the pros and cons of? I thought for first you meant romantic partner. How do you find a partner, and what's the pros and cons of partner versus solo launch? I've only done it with a partner, so I can't speak to a solo launch. And again, I can only talk about my experience. My experience was I didn't have the skill needed to develop legit. So I was talking to my friend who was a customer at the time, Jim. Many of you know Jim, and he offered. Basically, we talked about what I wanted to do, and we just have been working together. So that's probably not helpful at all to you. But what my advice would be to find someone with the same values, but a different skill set. So how you go about that, your guess is as good as mine. I got lucky. Yeah. BF50 coupon code. Natalie D. Natalie. I'm just going to say Natalie. May I ask which prompt or tool you're using to write long Facebook posts? So I start with just my brain. And what I do is I find someone that I find interesting, and I do a little bit of research on them with Google and with AI and see if they are somebody that I want to write about. And then what I do is I ask AI for more details, and it gives me some more. And then what I do is I have a template of a proven post that works. So once I've given it some details and a skeleton, I put that into Claude, into what do they call it? A project that is designed to write in my voice. It fills in some of the details. I clean up the facts and I make it more provocative, and then I post it. I can show you. So I have a project here that's designed to write in my voice. And then let's see. Where's a good one? Yeah, so I decided I wanted to do one about Shaquille O'Neal. So what I did was, after I did some research on him and what I wanted to talk about specifically, was I said, write a post like this about Shaquille O'Neal. And then I gave it the template based on what worked. This is a version of this is the first version it gave me. I cleaned up some of the facts in it to make sure that it was right, and, things like that. And then I asked it to give me better hooks, and it gave me some. And then I asked it which one was most likely to go viral. And I didn't choose the one that he told me, but I wish I had. But then I just did that. And then I go find a picture that I think will be engaging. And then that's a very, very quick overview of the process. I'm going to put out a reasonably priced course on it soon, because there's demand. I asked a question about how to scale the things that are working, because scaling sometimes involves a team or help. Just your opinion for scaling a business or agency. I mean, if something's working, do more of that and stop doing the things that aren't working. Like, take inventory of what you're doing and what you can do to scale it. And when I say what you can do to scale it, what I mean is what's working to scale it already, and then figure out how much absolute all of that would be, and then do that, as much of that as possible, and then cut out the rest of it. Neo is a great tool. It is. My Jacqueline was asking about London before. The presentation I gave in London was on SEO Neo. This is very interesting. How do you build an AI agent in your voice? Do you recommend GPT Plus? What I did was, I have a series of questions that I told it to act as an interviewer and ask me. and then it gives you some files, and then you use that as either a custom GPT knowledge or a Claude project knowledge. And then when it knows enough about you, it can write in your voice. And if you have examples of your posts, that will help too. I'll sign up for your course. I need to get better at using AI in my workflow. Wonderful. Putting down for email notification. All right, you know what? I've decided it. I'm going to, after we get through this holiday weekend, because I want to stack the dollars there, I'm going to put that out, whether I can work with that person that I was going to do the launch with or not, because clearly there's interest. So I'll give you all my prompts and templates and stuff like that. If you want to take a look, we can see how well it's done for me. Where's professional dashboard? Professional dashboard. This looks better on mobile for some reason, but issues, where is it? So yesterday, by the way, my best day ever. Let me hide the, because these are in the way. I had almost 4.2 million views yesterday. It's down a little bit over the last few days. It was up to about 26 million because I've been away and I've been sick, so I hadn't been focusing as much on it. But you can see I'm back. And if we go over to the last 90 days, and I only started doing this in late September, but you can see I've got just under 50 million views in the last 90 days. I've made almost $3,000. Yesterday alone, I made eventually, we'll see. Yesterday was my biggest earning day, and I made just under $200. Now to help you launch, just learn if you're open to it and don't have anything else to find. Oh, thank you. Let's see. What else? Views, interactions. Yeah, I don't know what counts as an interaction exactly. Let's see. The number of reactions, saves, comments, shares, and replies. I've had 600,000 of those, and I gained 17,000. I don't think that number is accurate either, but 17,000 followers. I guess that is about right in that time as well. So it's been very good. But what's really helped is it's actually like they're good followers and good interaction. I mean, there are people that don't like it. Don't get me wrong, but it targets entrepreneurs, which is my avatar. So yeah, I mean, it's been good. And the thing is, I enjoy it too. So there's that. So, and it only takes a few minutes a day. Are these Facebook analytics? Yes. Yeah. If you put your profile in professional mode, you'll get this and some other features as well. So, but yeah, yesterday I absolutely slapped, and I'll show you the posts that mostly powered it yesterday. Today's posts aren't doing that well, I assume, because it's a holiday. I did one on this guy who is one of the people for Thanksgiving. This is a repost of my first successful post, and it has flopped, which is interesting. This one is on Kylie Jenner. It's doing okay. Not as good as I hoped, but yeah. I've started playing around with turning them into videos. The hardest part there has been getting it past like the music filters. This is the one I did on Shaq. It did okay, not too great. Probably like 70,000 or so. Only 20. Actually, that one kind of flopped. Shaq. This one was the worst one I've ever done. It was on Tyler Perry. I think it's because I chose a bad image. This is something else. This one on Paris Hilton is absolutely smashing. 924 shares, 672 comments, 5,400 reactions, and just under 2 million views. Ah, damn it. Why does it make me go back to the top every time? And then that one got a lot. And then the one from the day before, this one on the founder of Airbnb, didn't do so well. And I think it's because nobody knows what he looks like. I don't know why this looks all fucked up. And I did one on Dave Thomas that did okay. I did this one before and it did really well. I'm not going to open the analytics because it makes me go back to the top every time. This one on Jesse Itzer did okay. This one, I forget this guy's name. Tony Say, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but he's the founder of Zappos, who unfortunately passed away in 2020. But it got just under 6,000 reactions, 184 comments, and over 1,000 shares. This one started really slow, and I thought it was going to flop, but it's taken off in the last day. This is on Posh Spice / Victoria Beckham. And you see this picture is very provocative. That helps a lot. But the one I want to show you that's going to end up being there's Aaron. The one I want to show you that's been going to end up being my most successful one ever is this one on Brian Johnson. And you can see I picked a provocative topic because he started taking blood from his teenage son, which is true, but it's like a very small percentage of the story, but it's provocative. And you can see it has over 1,000 shares, over 1,000 comments, 4.3 thousand reactions, and over 4 million views. In fact, this is now my most successful one ever. And that post alone, I've made $162 from, which, is not a Lambo money or anything, but it's a lot, for a post that took me less than 5 minutes. What's interesting too is this one is appealing to women, which I would not have guessed. So, out of curiosity, how do you plan your content? Is keyword research or trending topics a part of that process? I'd like to post more on Facebook. I don't really have a good process. I just, I don't know. I usually just ask, if I can't think of anybody that is a good entrepreneur, I just ask like Google or ChatGPT or whoever for some suggestions. And I keep my eyes open. And, a lot of folks have been copying this and copying me. So I look out for people that I can write from that way and just keep my eyes on the news. I can't remember her name, but the lady that created, what the hell is the name of it? She was on Shark Tank, pretty blonde lady. Her name is escaping me at the moment. So is the name of her product for that matter. This Ferrari one did really well. Let's see. This Netflix one did super well. This was my best one until Brian Johnson surpassed it. I don't know how to get to the post. Maybe this will do it. Yeah, let's see how. Yeah, this was my best one until today. This is the one I was thinking of. I got fed this on, and it's Poppy that she created. I got this on CNBC, and I saw her story. I was like, I'm going to write a post about her. It's because she has a good story. She went on Shark Tank. She's a pretty lady, which helps, So there's that. Insane. Your posts are awesome. I came across them every time. Well, thank you. Lori something. No, you're thinking of one of the sharks. This was a contestant. Or you wrote this? No, I mean, like I said, I write the bones of it myself, and then I let Claude fill in the some of the details, and then I edit it to make sure that it's accurate and makes sense and things like that. So, and then for the picture, I just go look for a picture of that person and hopefully that brand as well. If you can get the person and the brand in the same picture, and then that's how I find the picture. Let's see. We got 7 people still here. So again, check out Legit. Check out some of these deals. Check out Aaron at Sauna Man. Check out all of our deals here. Tomorrow and the rest, I'm going to be doing live streams with massive giveaways. Oh, and if you starting tomorrow, if you spend $100 or more, you can get $5 in credit towards more services or courses on Legit as well. Just message into support and let them know. We also have a site-wide coupon of Legit BF15. So if there's something you want that doesn't have a discount on it, you can use that discount code. Yeah. And if you want to buy stuff from me, it's legit.com/superstar SEO. We got lots of great discounts for you as well. So, but I'll stick around for another 10 minutes or so if anybody has anything else they'd like to discuss or ask or whatever. If not, we will go enjoy the rest of our holiday or Thursday, depending on where you live. I really like the way this page looks, though. I try to set my profile up to look like a YouTube channel. I think it actually looks better than my YouTube channel. I need to work on a legit profile and figure out what I can offer on there. Yeah, definitely. And if you need some help, just hit me on Facebook and we'll work it out. Let me get smarter. Do you have any travel plans for 2026? Not a ton. I am going in January to Dallas to speak at SEO Rockstars. Let me just bring that up. If I missed anybody on Instagram, I apologize. I don't have much of a following there. Let's go. SEO Rockstars. This is in Dallas. Dory and is the host, as well as my friends Mike Merlino and Gregory Ortiz and Brian Hong. I'll be speaking there. Look at that handsome devil right there, sandwiched in between Ted and Craig. We can see that's a great lineup of folks. Riz. And then in May, I'll be speaking at SEO Spring Training. I don't know if they've updated their site for 2026 yet. They have. So that's funny. They got Mike doing the promo video. But I'll be speaking here as well. So that'll be fun. And then I'm going to a mastermind / vacation in Mexico on shortly after that. So I don't know if you're familiar with a mastermind called Dynamite Circle Mexico. But I'll be going to this event as an attendee. For some reason, they only have 2025 event up, unless, let me see. Yeah. Well, they only have the 2025 event, but there's a 2026 event that I'll be going to as well. So that'll be fun. I don't know who the speakers are going to be just yet, but this one I'll go to as an attendee. And plus, I've never been to Mexico. So yeah, so those are my only travel plans. I will probably end up going to Asia a few times as well, but we'll see. Good to stock up. You can get a discount and use the service later. Yeah, totally. A lot of people do that. In fact, I have stuff from like Black Friday. People that bought stuff on Black Friday like 2020 that haven't cashed that shit in yet. In fact, that's kind of funny. Let's take a look at that. Where is it? Orders. I know where I can go. Let's see. Withdraw. The oldest order I have that's not been activated is from September 29th, 2018. So what is that? 7 years and change. And by the way, you can see there is money to be made here. So, alrighty, folks. Anything else I can talk to you about, do for you? Questions I can answer? Again, I want to thank you all for, helping out my employees and our freelancers and our other customers and the businesses that you help through your business, whatever that may be. And it's when you buy something, you're not just buying the thing, you're helping a lot of people's lives get better. You're giving people hope and you're really having an impact. I know it just feels like a transaction or you getting something or whatever, but I don't believe in trickle down economics as an economic theory, but I do as an effect that it has on people. So Jacqueline says, thank you, Chris. It's always interesting. Have a good rest of the day. You too, Jacqueline. I know it's getting pretty late there, so have a great night. Get some rest. Come back tomorrow to spend some money. I'm going to give it another 3 or 4 minutes, and then I think I'm going to call it for the day as well. And yeah. But again, thank you all for your support this year and over the last, I don't know, 10 years that everybody here has been part of my life. Never could have envisioned where the world has taken me over the last decade, and I will never, ever, 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 ever take that for granted. So thank you. Thank you for all the people that you help through me and through my businesses and companies. It really means a lot. So thank you. That's what I'm thankful for this year and every year and every day. I got about 3 minutes until I'm going to call it. So if you got any last minute questions, if you want me to recap how you can get $5 back for everything, whatever you need, let me know in the next couple minutes. And then we're going to call it a day. Thank you all for hanging out. Boris says, thank you for sharing your knowledge and inspiration here. Grateful for you. Thank you, my friend. Grateful for you too. Down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Most of them on, well, actually, it's spread pretty evenly. So, if there's somebody else that you're thankful for, just tell them. We probably don't do that enough. Like we don't. What's the Kanye West lyric? If you admire somebody, you should go ahead and tell them. People never get the flowers while they can still smell them. I think that he's a crazy hippie person, but that's pretty wise. So yeah. All right. 1 minute remains, and then we're going to wrap it up. All right. I think that's going to do it. So let me come back on camera. Again, thank you all for everything that you do for everyone in the world. Everybody has a big impact. We're all interdependent on one another. So thank you all for your support for the rest of humanity. Thank you for your support of me and my employees and my customers and my freelancers. So the more you support me, the more I can support them and the more they can support their families and their customers. So it's all interdependent. We all need one another. So let's remember that for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the year, the rest of our lives. And maybe we can all make this world just a little bit better together. So thank you. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Happy Thursday for everybody. Be back tomorrow for some great stuff, some great savings, some free pizza, some free money, lots of fun, lots of entertainment. We're going to have a blast. I cannot wait. I will see you tomorrow. But until then, be thankful for everything you have and everybody you impact, and figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.